Big announcement today for Grand Funk fans, for Mark Farner fans, is we are happy to say that Mark Farner's American Band is coming to the Capitol Theater on April 19th, Good Friday, with the Guess Who. How cool is that?
Cool is that,
That
Maggie?
is awesome. Tickets go on sale this Friday. And what do you think of the venue now that it's been redone, coming back in here?
God. I was here 2 years ago when they first started the renovation, and I was standing right there, and I was fantasizing of what it would be like to play on this stage to my hometown in a theater that I used to come and watch shows in, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
And it's always got to feel good to come back to Flint, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You know, bands that will come through town and they'll come into the station to talk with us. I can't even count the number of bands that I've taken to the Grand Funk Bridge. They want to see it. What an influence you were on them.
Awesome.
Actually, just a couple months ago, I took John Corabi and Doug Aldrich over there so they could get their pictures. So,
that's great.
I mean, it's cool. Like, your music lives on. You're such a big supporter of Flint, and it's so cool that you guys are going to be back here on the 19th. And actually, doesn't this mark the 50-year anniversary where kind of it all like took off for you guys with the Atlanta Pop Festival?
Yeah, in 1969.
Time flies.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, you guys have had a lot of awesome firsts, especially selling out Shea Stadium faster than the Beatles.
Yes, and I have the distinction of writing every song that was sang that night.
That is a great memory.
That for me is like, yeah, thank you, thank you,
Right.
thank you.
That is huge.
And being that the stadium is torn down now, we will hold that record forever.
Yeah. Yep. You've got it. You've got it. And another big, I mean, like, you talk about that memory, but people that you've worked with, producers like Todd Rundgren, working with Frank Zappa. I mean, you've got to have some great memories there.
Oh, yeah. And with in both cases, very different individuals, but man, gifted, musically talented, gifted individuals. And you can say what you want to about Zappa, but when it came down to it, his critiquing every little thing and his having to have it just like I love that. The guy was, you know, you listen to his music, people thought he was on acid or something, you know.
And he wasn't, right?
No, he was straight as an arrow. I never saw the man do, he didn't, he had a cocktail one time that I saw. He had one of these, like a martini that had some things in it, and he didn't even finish it. You know?
Right.
Yeah, he was. But I'll tell you what he did do, Maggie. He did a lot of coffee. He did more coffee than 10 people ought to.
Well, now, when you look back at that with the critiques and stuff, how did you take that then? Were you like, did you take that well in the studio when he's producing, or? Yeah,
because I had the respect for him up front. Mm-hmm. I was into Zappa like a madman, you know. So he was doing all that hammer-on stuff guitar-wise long time before anybody else did. And you
visionary.
Got to give the kudos to where it came from, you
right.
know. And with Rundgren, it's like it's just what he does, you know. He's in there reading a book. He's got his feet kicked up on the console, and we're out there playing our brains out, hoping this is the take. You know?
Right. And he'd say, no, yeah.
Yeah. He just, everything he did was effortlessly. And instead of, you know, like talking about sound, if the guitar didn't have enough high end, he said, no, we're not going to add any to the high end, because when you add that, you're adding noise to the mix. What we're going to do is take away from the low end on that guitar, and the high end will stick out. And I went, interesting concept.
Right.
So it's been with me ever since.
Right. What is your favorite song still to play? Do you have one favorite song?
I'm Your Captain.
Yeah. Classic.
I played it for the Vietnam veterans at the 25th anniversary of the Vietnam Veterans War Memorial.
Not a dry eye in the house.
There was not a dry eye. It was not just American vets there. The Canadian Vietnam veterans were there as well. And when I started singing the song, it's 36 degrees. And we've been in the dressing room with our hands around the light bulbs trying to get them warm enough to play instruments. And when we went into I'm Your Captain, it was hard for me to sing it because I'm looking at these guys and they're just all standing there bawling, and it was. That's why I do it. Right. I'm telling you, right there is
they hear
so
that first
much
note.
love and appreciation, and I thank God because I prayed for that song. You know, I did my "Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep" little prayer and blessed everybody in the family and put a P.S. on there, and I said, God, would you please give me a song that would reach and touch the hearts of those you want to get to? And I got up in the middle of the night, wrote the song. I didn't know it was a song, though, because I'm always writing. You know, whenever it comes, I'm writing. Right. And then I got up and I'm sipping on my coffee, looking out at the horses in the pasture, and I start this, this little lick, and I went, huh, that's. And then when I hit that C, that C is an inversion of a C I'd never made previously in my life, but there it was. It just jumped right into my hand. And I took the song to rehearsal that day, and both the other guys in that other band said, Mark, you got a hit here.
I'll say.
They were right.
Yeah, it stands the test of time, and we're so excited that you will be back here at the Capitol. Again, it's April 19th, Good Friday. Tickets go on sale this
Good Friday.
And I have to say, you look as good as you did on the cover of All the Girls in the World. Whose body were you on? Was the Schwarzenegger's? Okay, yes. I knew there was two of them. That is so cool. I love it. Yeah, but you look damn good. I love the coat. And real quick, I do want to talk about the fact that you're heading back to Russia, because you were just there a few years ago, and the crowds absolutely love you.
Yes, they do. And they sing the words as I'm singing them. They're singing these American English words back to me. And
I think that's so cool.
That is awesome. And then you go to talk to them, and they're going, they have
no, what is that? We're an American band. And I love it. I love it. Well, it's super great to talk to you. And again, we're so excited that you're coming back. Capitol Theater with the Guess Who, April 19th, and tickets go on sale this Friday. What a pleasure. You're the best. Thank you.
Flint's Rock Radio, Banana 101.5.